I am Pastor Paul from Christ Lutheran Church, Pewaukee, and today for our devotion, the passage has been taken from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 7, verse 18 to 28. John's disciples told him about all these things. Calling two of them, he sent them to the Lord to ask, "Are you the one who is to come, or should we expect someone else?" When the men came to Jesus, they said, "John the Baptist sent us to you to ask, 'Are you the one who is to come, or should we expect someone else?'" At that very time, Jesus cured many who had diseases, sicknesses, and evil spirits, and gave sight to many who were blind. So he replied to the messengers, "Go back and report to John what you have seen and heard. The blind receive sight, the lame walk, those who have leprosy are cleaned, the deaf hear, and the dead are raised. And the good news is proclaimed to the poor. Blessed is anyone who does not stumble on account of me." After John's messengers left, Jesus began to speak to the crowd about John. "What did you go out into the wilderness to see? A reed swayed by the wind? If not, what did you go out to see? A man dressed in a fine clothes? No, those who wear expensive clothes and indulge in luxury are in palaces. But what did you go out to see? A prophet. Yes, I tell you, and more than a prophet. This is the one about whom it is written, 'I will send my messengers ahead of you, who will prepare your ways before you.'" In a Christian school, there was a non-Christian girl, a Hindu girl. And when she was sitting in the class, the teacher asked every student, "Tell me about Jesus." That girl said, "I can tell you about Jesus." And the teacher said, "Yes, tell me." She said, "I love Jesus very much because he is one of the other God in my belief. Among other God, Jesus is a God too. And I am very impressed by Jesus." Still, in Muslim countries and other countries, Jesus has been venerated to be a prophet, and they keep his rating very high. But we, the Lutherans, or the believers, what we believe, is Jesus just a prophet, or Jesus is just among the other gods as one God, among the other one God, or Jesus is also just like many among other gods? No. Jesus is not only for a Christian to be a prophet, a king, and priest, as many Christians believe and we believe, but he is more than that. Jesus is not only the Son of God, but Jesus is God the Son. And that's what we Christians believe. This was the same confusion some of the people as we have here, or maybe many years back at the time of the prophet, the greatest prophet John. And let's talk why Jesus came and what was his job when he came to this earth. The first thing, he cared for all the people's their body needs. As we see today in the passage, he was very compassionate and he was so empathetic that he cared for many people's diseases. But that was not the only thing Jesus came to this world. He's talking about another kingdom where he is prophet, a priest, and our king too. That is a spiritual kingdom he's talking. That's a heavenly kingdom he's talking. And we all are the citizen of his kingdom. Which means when we are also his people in his kingdom, he gives us the forgiveness of our sins and the life everlasting. So we have a great hope while we live here that he can take care of our body needs, but at the same time, he cares for our souls. And He wants us that when we leave this world, He is waiting for us to live with us forever in eternity.